A reminder here about ethics and privacy. So as I said earlier on, ethics and privacy really, I feel at the moment, because we're experiencing this wave of AI tools that's kind of hit society since the tail end of 2022. And I think a lot of us are getting used to them. Ethics and privacy kind of need to be in the forefront of our mind, both to protect ourselves personally, to protect others as well, and to make sure we aren't causing any kind of damage or harm through our use of these tools. So first off, to protect yourself and potentially other people's data, don't put any personally identifiable data into ChatGPT. Full stop. Don't do it. ChatGPT is essentially, well, the free version is a public model. Any data that any text you type into ChatGPT, you have to assume that humans might end up reading that input, because that's how the models are trained. Now, unless you are using a paid AI tool that explicitly says it's a closed or ring-fenced LLM where your data won't be reviewed, you have to assume that the data that you put in could potentially become public domain. Essentially, that's what you need to assume. So don't put credit card numbers in there. Don't put ideally date of births and mother's maiden names. Don't put customer data in there, or any passwords or anything like that. As apprentices, and even staff working for any organization, check your employer policies. If you have any, ask around if you're not sure. It may be that your company has policies on what AI tools are recommended that you should be using. So for example, here at BNU, staff have access to MS Copilot Enterprise, which means we can use MS Copilot, the premium enterprise version, as a ring-fenced LLM. That means if we accidentally input any student data into MS Copilot, it cannot and will not be reviewed by anybody outside the organization, because that's part of the product that's being paid for. But do check your employer policies and recommendations. If tools are prohibited for certain use, I know in my field, which is software engineering and web development, there have already been cases of people losing their jobs because they've leaked source code into public LLMs, so ChatGPT. So